Hey folks, and welcome back to episode 2. I played here for, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, maybe between episodes, just try to get a little more done. We are at a point where basically once we build this whole unloading thing in these belts, we can start sending in the trains or smelting and getting things running. And then Will was discussing essentially after this base starts going, things really start cranking up, and then we start mining quality, like for quality, like putting quality modules in miners and stuff, and working towards that. But at this point, you know, it's more just get as much resources as we can. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed last episode. I know it was pretty long. This one I'm going to try to keep a bit shorter, and we'll see how that goes. You know, it's easy to lose track of time in Factorio, but yeah, I will hop into voice with them again, and we'll get right back to it. Alright, so now that I'm in another video, I wanted to ask, you mentioned the mid-game base, Will?
Yes.
What's that, dare I ask? Because it's not this, right?
No, that's the starter base.
Okay.
The mid-game base is about 4 to 8 times bigger than this.
I think you need more continent.
Yes. Department of Power and Water will duties extend to landfilling. It will take about 8 stone patches of landfill to bridge 2 continents together so it'll fit.
Okay. What is the like science per minute of that base built for?
We are aiming for 50,000. We've last playthrough it failed at 15,000 because the bot network was too busy because we got lazy towards the end and just got the bots to do everything. And apparently the bots can't move 7 times 15,000 pots plus all their intermediates.
Right. So
23,000 bots in the air and none available, and charging problems. And
wait, so the mid-game base is supposed to do 50k a minute?
yes.
What's the late-game base?
With quality. We don't know. We're not even thinking that far ahead.
Okay.
I'm scared to think about it because this quality assemblers, quality modules is just crazy.
Yeah, which I think is another good discussion. I mean, I haven't really played with it, but I've said many times in my Friday Facts stuff that, like, I think people kind of underestimate what quality can do.
Yeah, I mean, we were so excited when we read that Friday Facts because immediately the potential was like, well, there goes all of our known numbers, definitions of what a mega base is, and because that's the whole, you see it on Reddit and that, what's a mega base, and people say 1,000 SPM and stuff, but any of that is all irrelevant now with quality.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, and then like, we can't really simulate it, but, you know, it's not even taking into account the item productivity researches.
Yeah.
Which is
the lab
huge.
productivity researches, which are just, and
the
new building, that forge has a built-in 50% productivity.
Yeah, and it's like 2 times faster than an assembler 3 or something by default. It's
yeah, and it has 4 module slots, whereas our electric furnaces at the moment have 2.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course, like, I'm sure the devs are just going to do a bunch of just general game optimizations, which should help everything across the board. Like, I can't remember a major update where they didn't do a bunch of optimizations, so I would expect it here too.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot left. Hopefully, like we were saying yesterday, trains. If trains can get better.
Yeah, because you were saying in your last run, trains were like 50% of your UPS usage, right?
Yeah, on our big playthrough, yeah. It was 50%.
The mid game was using pretty much half on trains.
That's crazy. I think I probably need to go refill. I have no stuffs. One of the guys was complaining about train UPS on Reddit. Korex. I mean, Korex is the leader of the game, so
So, yeah.
you would hope it would be fixed.
If he has a problem with it, then
Yeah, he should just throw it over to our seating or somebody who does that.
yeah, work on this for a year.
Yeah, exactly. You got 7 months left. Fix it. That's your only job.
And that alone, right? We were doing 8,000 SPM pure vanilla on these low ore settings.
Mhm.
And the trains were half of our game performance. If we had normal, regular ores, so we didn't have to go as far, and then trains didn't use half the game performance, we'd probably be up to 16,000 SPM.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just going to be crazy, and we don't even know what else is.
Yeah, there's still
Coming
7 months of Friday Facts to go yet.
Yeah, and 4 more planets and of stuff. And since Vulcanus like introduced the Forge, I wouldn't be surprised if you unlock like other advanced stuff on all the other planets too.
There's at least 2 more buildings. Could someone pull up that picture from the teaser from like a year ago where it had the 3 buildings on it and we didn't know what they were, but if you look at it back again, one of them's the Forge. So there's still 2 more special buildings. One looks like some sort of chemically plant thing, and the other looks like some sort of high-tech lab.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, if we have lab productivity and higher labs.
Labs, yeah, super lab or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need better labs?
I mean, if they can be
If
faster
it
or
has
something.
built-in, yeah, faster built-in productivity, yeah.
Everything. Anything that's faster, I think, is good.
Yeah, because you just need less of them to achieve the desired result.
Mm-hmm. Pocket Dress says Korex and Boskid is coding the train stuff. I mean, that sounds promising. I think Boskid did a bunch of optimizations on other stuff.
Yeah, I think he's
we
the
need that,
train
but-
person.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need this many train stops? I feel like that's enough train stops. +100 train stops.
That can probably stop now.
That'll last for a little bit.
Yeah, I took 20 from it.
Oh, I need wood boxes. Do we have wood boxes made somewhere?
No, we generally
No.
just handcraft them.
I have no
Or
wood.
on the wood.
A lot of the wood has been burnt, so you might have to go and find some trees.
Yeah, you guys burned all the resources.
When you have this little ore, wood is actually a valuable resource that we collect and use.
Yeah,
There's
which,
a load down there.
okay. Which honestly is really nice, because otherwise it's pretty much just in the way and useless.
Yeah. I do think that there should be a little recipe that turns wood into coal, so it can be used. Like, put it through a centrifuge or something. And
Yeah, I mean, that
know
would
there's
kind of make
probably a
sense,
mod
right?
For that, but it feels right.
So much rail, holy crap.
Hey, Stern, look to your right.
Oh, wait, the wood?
No.
Oh,
further to your
what
right.
the hell?
They're on the move. Be careful.
I just had a literal flashback to like the second Harry Potter where that huge snake is just like slithering through everything. That's what I'm now this is a 64 wagon train, right?
Yeah, it's a small coal train because it's limited to one row.
Okay. Oh right, but you said the outpost it like goes in and like part because this is only 32 loader. It's for 32 wagons, right?
Well, Yeah, so it will probably go straight back up there. Yeah, it's going to go straight back up there. So if you want to hop in,
I'm a ways
yeah,
away.
go
But...
past. Yeah, well, no, you go past you on that rail.
Oh, I
in the
see.
air
I
one.
see how. I see. I see your plan. Yeah, just hop
Yeah, but if
in
you wanna
while it's
show
on
it.
the rail. What could go
Yeah.
wrong?
It's barely moving.
Yeah.
It's only running on coal.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Rocket fuel.
On rocket fuel.
Wait, well,
Don't
wait.
tell him that.
Okay,
Don't
never
te-
mind.
Don't tell him that. just
No,
tell him
that's
it's running on coal.
Well, first I gotta figure out what freaking side of the rail it's gonna be
It'll
on.
be on your near side.
Oh god. Okay. I'll just stand here and wait.
There's this image. So- Yes, that's the image. If you check that link in chat, so that's the original Friday Facts from a year ago. And there's 3 images there. That bottom left is the forge.
Yep.
Then there's a green one that looks like some sort of chemically part thing, and then there's a blue high-tech electrical thing. We don't know what them are, but that first one is the forge.
Yep, you're right.
So I think it's one special building per planet
Yeah.
of the 3 planets, and each one has its own of the 3 new science packs.
Mm-hmm.
That does only show 3 here, and in fact, it 4 planets. But I guess the last planet is kind of special, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, the 3 special planets have a unique building and their own science pack.
Right. I am really curious what the last planet, because it wouldn't make sense for you to just get there and then like have nothing worth going there for. So I feel like there's got to be something super special there too.
Right, train's on its way.
Okay, patiently waiting.
Just step up onto the train. I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Now.
Woo!
I'm gonna hop in as well.
This is hilarious how you can just hop in. Oh, I thought you were like down below, but it's so long you can just hop in at a totally different spot.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Ah, great. This again.
I'll drive.
Oh no!
So
I'm having
we're
flashbacks. At least I'm not in a cargo wagon this time. Or wait, am I? I might be.
No, you're in the second to last loco.
Okay, I see. So this loads half and then goes back through and
Yeah.
loads the other.
We load the back half first, and then we're shuffled to the B station, and load what was the front but is now the back.
Okay.
That way the outpost doesn't need to be, the loader doesn't need to be as big.
Mm-hmm. So we know there's going to be some sort of new enemies on other planets. Like there's got to be. So I'm curious what what type of thing do you want? Like do you want flying biters? Would you assume there just not be any new enemies, or
Yeah, I think there should be something, and I think it's right that biters are not on every planet because they're native to this planet, right?
right?
Or maybe they could be on the last one or something, and they were introduced to this one or something as part of a sort of story. But the 3 special ones, and I think it would be good to have different enemies because they can have different strengths and weaknesses, and you have to use a different weapon. Like biters, it's PLDs, right? That's your go-to how to get rid of them.
Right.
But Yvonne Volcanus have them be rock creatures or something, and they are strong against lasers.
Mm-hmm.
So lasers doesn't, and they're immune to fire because they're on a lava planet. So heat doesn't bother them. You have to find a different way of dealing with them, and that way you use different weapons, and the infinite techs have more use because you don't just research laser damage forever. You need a mixture, and it varies it up a bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is a new enemy, right? They've shown us it's the brain bug.
Yeah, that terrifying thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely not from Vulcanus, though. I don't think it doesn't look.
No,
right.
no, that doesn't look right for a volcano planet. That's like the sort of thing you want to set on fire.
Yes, yes, that looks like it's from. I think they mentioned like a cold world of some sort briefly in the Vulcanist post. So it could be maybe something from
Which
that.
makes sense as well, right? Because if Vulcanus is they said it's the closest to the star
Mm-hmm.
because it's hot. So in our solar system, that's Mercury. If what we're on now is Earth, surely there'd be a Pluto type, the furthest one, the cold one,
Right.
and then something else in the middle. I assume that they're all in our solar system. They're all orbiting the same sun.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what the fourth one's special about.
Well, maybe it's not in our solar.
They did talk about one of the planets being very far. Or
Yeah,
far.
Yeah, it could be in a different solar system.
yeah. And would that be home, where we originally started from, and we were traveling to here? We crashed here.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. I hadn't considered that last planet could be home.
Yeah, because I think a good end game goal would be to recreate that ship that you crash in at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You have to build that, and then you fly off in that, and then you get a little cutscene of it flying off, and you get an option to. Then you get the well done, you've completed. Do you want to continue? And then you just carry on like you would. Or if you click no, I'm done, you get a little animation of like, oh no, we're losing control. We're going down, and then you get the crash scene, and it just puts you back on a new world.
Right.
You've been full circle. Then this is what happened to us the first time. The damn thing's faulty, and it crashes. You crash land back on the planet again and go around again.
I blame the driver.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then you just quit or whatever, or for the hell of it, you just go around again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it would be an interesting way to introduce like a new game pass mechanic, like because the ship has 5 slots, so you could bring 5 items with you into that new playthrough.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be
you-
interesting.
Yeah, and then that leads to the question: what would you take? Answers down below.
Oh, yeah.
5 stacks. You have 5 stacks into a new world. What do you take with you?
Yeah, exactly. If it brings you to a whole new playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
You have 5 stacks.
David says 5 full Spidertrons. I doubt. I mean, maybe they'd let you do that.
Well, yeah, but you wouldn't be able to put anything in the Spidertron, right? Because when you pick the Spidertron up to make it an item,
Yeah, it
you
goes.
could take it. You could have
think it's good.
grid. Its grid could be full. Yeah, so maybe a fully good to go Spidertron, a stack of bots.
Yep. I mean, honestly, probably just basic stuff to build a base. I guess you could go
stack
for
of
late
mining
game.
drills.
Mining drills, furnaces.
Well, maybe like bring a stack of like the not the refineries, but the foundries around because
Oh yeah,
Yeah, to do your smelting.
a tire upgrade for the smelting.
some legendary stuff maybe here and there.
Yeah, a stack of legendary drills, stack of legendary forges.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, because that would get you going real quick.
Yeah.
Why are we stopped here?
Because nothing needs us. We're parked.
Oh, so this is just a waiting
Mm.
station.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because it's delivered
It's
coal
full.
to this place. Yeah, it's full, so this station won't activate until it gets down to only 50 coal. This is just a refueling station, which Dean is running the power plant off of.
Okay.
And so our train will just park there until it's needed.
I see. I'm still getting used to the naming scheme you use, so
Yeah, I'll just run through it for everyone now. It's passive provider is a loading station. A request to trust is a drop station. A storage box is to store empty trains, and the buffer box is full trains.
okay, I see. Yeah, so it's on the other end of this. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
and then we just consider the trains giant logistic bots.
Right. Okay, so I assume we just need to connect up all the belts and stuff remaining for smelting up here.
Yeah, it's mostly this station here because this is where the plate will get dropped off. I think these smelters are pretty good to go.
Who just did a decom planner here?
Tail.
Undo.
Undo? Is it me? Sorry.
There you go. Thank you.
I don't know how I even clicked that.
No, you didn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened either.
Well, but I hit undo and it undid it.
No.
I don't...
Something else undid.
I don't understand. I don't know how I clicked the button, but... Alright.
Yeah, the top smelter is missing still some steel boxes still, it looks like.
Boxes, yeah.
I can make 14 steel boxes.
I'll tell you how many is needed.
89 fast incinerators.
379 steel boxes, please.
I have 14. I have 54 fast inserters, if that helps. Okay, wait, where the heck are the smelters?
Down underneath where we were parked in the coal train.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh. So it smelts down there and then carries the plate just right up here?
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting.
And the main line runs through the middle at the moment. Might not be the best, we're still experimenting with this type of starter base, because our normal starter base was the conventional, like, tiny base, but twice as big.
Mm-hmm.
And it just never had enough momentum.
Right.
To build a mega base, so you have that horrible module grind.
Oh yeah, that is never good, especially with quality.
So,
it would take even longer.
But this base, well, the previous iteration of this starter base just powered through it, no problem.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, this is a monster. This is insane. No more undergrounds, really? Oh, jeez.
Do we have any more roboports anywhere? Or in anybody?
I don't have any. Oh, it looks like you added the selector combinator too.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know. I don't even remember what this
Forgot
does.
about that. So its biggest use so far that we've had is it outputs the smallest or the biggest of a given value.
Okay.
So we had a use case where we were monitoring a great big oil loading station, and we'd broken it up into different sections, A through G or whatever, and each one was outputting how much value it had. And we wanted to know which section was the lowest, because that's the one that needed filling up faster. So we gave it this combinator 8 different values, and it spits out which one is the lowest.
Oh wow, that's super
Which
cool.
Which then in turn turned on the drop station to fill up that section, and then it would recalculate because it delivered more. More got delivered to that low section, and then a new section became the lowest for the next train that came in.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be super useful, that combinator.
Mm-hmm.
The
What?
new combinators are gonna be super useful, just the redesign of them. But you can have and or conditions inside a combinator, so you don't need 50 combinators to do an or circuit. You need one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from looking at them in the side effects as well, they look a lot easier to use because it's more like just a train schedule, and I can do train schedules.
Right.
And it's easier to just understand because when you have a combinator doing one little calculation, then it sends its results onto another one. It gets so confusing what they're all doing. But if you can just read through it, if this, it's like a flow chart, right? If this, do that. If not, proceed to this bit. And it's all just in one, on one screen at the same time.
Yeah, that's gonna make it way easier. I really love the fact that that you can change assembler recipes with the circuit network now, or
Oh yeah.
will be.
And
yeah.
just turn them, and just turn the machine off instead of controlling the insert of the outputs or whatever. You can just connect up all the assemblers, and then on a condition they just turn off.
I'm not sure we're actually getting that, but we want done.
I thought that was in there, wasn't it? That was in the one with the circuit condition, right?
Yeah, I remember reading somewhere that you could just turn it off.
Yeah, you just enable and disable the assembler on condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
everything needs to be able to connect to a circuit network. The silo, well,
That's
actually
in, right?
getting done. Yeah, because we can add the progress on it, and
Yeah, and its inventory.
because the silo is no longer used for what the silo is used for right now.
The read, like the being able to change recipe, I think you said yesterday, will be super helpful for quality, since you have all the different qualities. You can just read the chest and then change the assembler to what you need it for quality.
Yeah, that would be great, right? It can just, if the green is the highest, change to green. If there's a lot of blue, change to blue.
Mm-hmm.
If there's enough legendary, even just to do one craft, do it, because I want as much legendary as possible.
Right.
Otherwise, just carry on. But
So many good things, and oh, the
and we
raise
haven't
roads.
really even talked about the space platforms and stuff. That's almost forgotten about, like with the grabby arms in space.
Yeah, those are super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, just building the space platform will be really interesting.
I like the. I know, I'm fine. I saw you coming and just dove into a tree. You tried to kill me.
So, I wonder, can we build mega base space platforms? Like, how big do you think we can build them? There's got to be a limit, right?
I figure it'd be infinite, but doesn't it get harder to move it anywhere the heavier and bigger it gets? So.
Well, yeah, but don't tell me
But
you
if
don't
you
want to
don't-
build
Oh,
like a freaking continent-wide space platform, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You want a lift?
yes, please. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
It's
it's a
trying to
little
kill us
train.
again.
It's only a little train. Its bark is worse than its bite.
Yeah, sure. I forget, didn't they say something about... I thought they went into something about, like the structural integrity of the space platform, if you build it too
Yeah,
big or
you
leave holes or
can't-
something.
No donut-shaped space stations.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do agree. Like, at some point, I think the amount of engines you would need to move it would just be so ridiculous if it were, so large that it kind of just wouldn't work.
Yeah, but then if you have to make space science in space, right?
Right.
So does it need to be moving to do that? Could it just be, don't even put engines on it. You have no intention of it going anywhere. It's just in orbit around whichever planet you've got your labs on. And it just does the space science on a megabase scale up there.
Yeah, that's very true. And I mean, yeah, then you could just make it huge
And
if you
then-
don't need to move it.
Yeah, and then other space stations feed it or whatever, and stuff gets sent up to it. Almost like a space station in orbit around the planet.
Yeah. Alistar, but then why not do it on the planet? Well, they're changing it, so you literally cannot make space science on a planet, is my understanding.
Yeah, it was in that picture, right? They had because you could see shiny rocks going into it. Yeah, you can launch a satellite, but you only get 10 space science from it, and that's just how you get started.
Yeah.
Yo. We have a aerial design complaint from Dean.
The coal train is no pathing, it can't get into its drop.
It's been in there once already.
Yeah, but now it's in the buffer place and it can't get back to it again.
Can't make that turn, basically.
Yeah. Wait, well...
How did it get in there in the first place?
No, it went in through that one, but came out. No, it came out on the top one, because that's the way. But the when it came back in, it went into the bottom one first because I made the stations weren't built, so I built the station from bottom to top. So it got allocated. Normally it would go to the top station because it's lazy. That's why I give it that second line. It just needs to go out and back in.
$889 steel boxes needed to finish the steel smelting. Or not steel smelting, the smelting.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna be here for like 6 more hours making steel. I have 49.
25.
We probably don't need to make.
Can't they just be wooden boxes
Done.
for now?
Stop making Lotus. What else can we stop making? Solar panels. We don't need those
No,
anymore.
not really, because there's only 2 per wagon. It wouldn't empty the wagon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hadn't looked at how many there were.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think the only other thing is
watch out, there's a train moving above you.
Oh no. Stupid coal train's gonna kill me at some point.
stopping solar production so we can make steel boxes.
Oh yeah, so this was something I mentioned in the intro of my first video, but the fact that you're doing so much direct insertion, so like there's no bots or belts in this smelter, it's just direct from train to smelter, back to train, right?
Yeah, yeah, and most bases moving forward will use this style for everything. The starter base has all this traditional belt style because it's the starter base. It's not to make a trainload of every product you'd never get anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So we just, but these smelters are compatible with circuit style ones, and we just deliver intermediates to the base.
Right.
And as we move to mid-game base, that we'll use this style direct for everything. This starter base is compatible with it, and the starter base can help jumpstart the mid-game base because the trains are compatible. They use the same outposts. The iron and the smelters can help each other, and they can both sort of run at the same time, which is why we use these ridiculously big trains at the beginning, so that both bases can help each other. Because we've had it where we used to use two sizes of train, and the transition was a nightmare. And they can't help each other. Yeah, forward compatibility. So,
Oh, we are getting pretty close to this being able to turn on, I think,
Yeah, I think we're just.
rather than needing outpost and that smelters to work.
Uh,
I think you just need steel boxes for the smelters.
yeah,
Yeah,
we need
I'd
to
ha-
build
I'd have it
this drill and connect this up.
Where's your outpost team?
Crashed into a tree.
Wait, what? I didn't sign up for this job.
You're driving down a train line. You can't park there.
This doesn't make me go faster.
I'm hiding behind this power pole, so hopefully you won't see me.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good.
I mean, power poles are, you know, the prime target for cars.
Yeah,
I was trying to finish that because it's nearly there, but really there's that one, the iron, but there's biters there.
no, that should be fine. It's in a
Yeah,
forest.
it's in a forest. Yeah.
What,
It
I
can run for a bit.
The trains are ready to go. The plate trains are done, and the ore trains are ready to go. So
What's the real problem is this. That's the real problem.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah,
I
we're
ghosted
close.
an iron outpost there up top, ready to go. But that pollution is just gonna.
yeah,
The coal train is back again at that outpost for another lot. The first lot just went on to Dean's Belt. I think the station was empty, but there's no draw on the other end of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it fueled the trains as well. So
Oh yeah.
Out
but
of curiosity,
it's
Oh.
not gonna go back.
yeah. Out of curiosity, what is the on this copper patch? Why are the miners so far spaced?
Just
Just to make it last
because I
longer.
didn't have enough, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, I was just curious.
Yeah, you can. It'll
The
probably
whole
get
patch
redone.
rather than-
Yeah, you can get the whole patch with less drills if you don't have a lot of drills.
Right.
No other reason.
If there's a point where we need more copper ore, and it's like we're not building another new outpost because there isn't any more. It's like, but that one could output more. Just
Go
come out
faster.
more drills. Yeah.
Right.
And early game, you don't need a lot of copper. It's mostly iron. It's just an amount of copper will do.
Mm-hmm. Where are the
That's all. He
trains?
was okay with me calling this early game. He's.
Wait, what?
I said early game like this, you don't need a lot of copper, and you were okay with that, accepting that this is still early game.
I mean, time-wise, maybe. In terms of the base, I mean, I don't really know about that.
What about tech? If you look at the tech screen, where would you say we are?
Oh, I actually hadn't looked at tech, but yeah. Okay, maybe this is an early game. I didn't even like really notice we were on nuclear power. Yeah.
Look at Will sneakily redefining early game. Early
Yeah.
game to me is everything before infinite tech.
I mean, that's kind of fair. Like, because really the rest of the time, you're just trying to get to infinite tech. Like, the point of the game before that is just to get to that point before you can, like, really start, you know, cranking
Didn't I
stuff
lost-
out.
Didn't our last starter base like launch 1,000 rockets?
Yes.
2000? Or
No,
was it around 1000?
1,024, wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah, 1004, yeah.
Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna go try to work on this iron outpost up here. Hopefully not get eaten.
Yeah, and has still boxes and we can open the smelters up.
Is everything else on and done? Some modules on the bottom.
Modules? Oh, We are,
Yeah.
we are,
They've
we are
started. So.
actually moduling them. Oh, I didn't realize we were gonna module them.
230 boxes there. No. 230 chests.
It's not really happening.
Is-
It's not no
there was a-
plastic. Cut off the plastic belt. It looks like.
No, it died. The patch that he was feeding from ran out.
Oh,
I scooped
yeah.
the last of
We should run without modules. We should take out the modules out of it.
It's a real pain to put them, to upgrade them and change them. If they're not in there. I'll send you some plastic. I've got a bit of coal. Don't know how much yet.
It's 469 modules left to go.
Oh my god. I assume it's just bad to do without modules since your resources are so low.
Yeah, it would really help, and it's nice to have modules in there because you can then upgrade them, even if they're just level 1s. You can use the upgrade planner.
Right.
Oh, I'm putting plastic in it. The belt really is cut off. Oh, never mind.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The situation has changed since I was last here.
But so like, could you turn on the smelters just before they have modules and then just add them as you get them though? Or is that
No, not as no. They have to have them or not, because if half of it has modules and the other half doesn't, it will finish and be ready for a train before the other one, and you can get a train arriving early.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot your yeah.
So it's either they have them or they don't.
And it will eventually get stuck.
Yeah. So there's probably enough in one of them that if you take them out of the bottom one, there's enough to finish the top one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's a load up here. Because this place is coming to the end of its life, right? It's just going to be an oil outpost.
Is there 400 alone? We need more than 400.
No. About 60.
Alright folks, that's going to do it for this one. I guess it was another long one. Maybe not quite as long. But yeah, I know it's a bit of a different style of video and episodes, not quite like a a single player playthrough where I'm just constantly talking, going over everything. It's just a different dynamic and multiplayer and all that, but I do hope you're enjoying. Like I said, things really start kicking off and getting super interesting once we get into quality, which isn't that far off, and once we turn this base on, things are going to really start heating up with research progress and production and all that. But I hope you did enjoy, maybe saw some new types of builds and such. Some of these were new to me for sure, and then I'm excited to get into the actual 2.0 type stuff like quality. So thanks again for watching. If you did enjoy, a like is appreciated, and always happy to hear your thoughts down below. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.